Seemlytuber back at it again with another video. And in this video, I'm gonna be on my gaming soapbox a little bit. I'm gonna be talking about some topics. We got Insomniac up for one of the topics. A lot of gamers, according to a Reset Era post, a lot of gamers feel like Insomniac Games hasn't been making a lot of mature games since Sunset Overdrive, and they said even Ratchet and Clank has shed its edginess. It feels like that their internal shift towards making games appeal to a wider audience, at least to them, the studio's personality definitely feels like it's changed. I want to speak on that topic a little bit. Society is at a different point in time to where you can't have this edginess in gaming. Just a point blank period. Some of these games have edginess that used to be there back in the older days. You can say some things in art forms that you could say before, or you get canceled. You can't cover something in some places, or it will be a problem. It's really like we're at a point where art is not to be art anymore, and that's exactly what gaming is. Gaming is and we're at a point where creators have to water down art forms to better approach, original audiences. Some of the original audiences have been corrupted by this media so far that you have to water down your approach to reach those audiences. And it just sucks that it is there, but it is. And it only speaks to the topics that are popular now that are acceptable to talk about, as seen as marvelous. It's okay to make a game about the Black struggle now. It's okay to feed in and to talk about the Black struggle in America now. As it was before, it was not okay. That wasn't a thing to bring those topics to the forefront. I can't think of any games that even remotely address any of those issues in the Black community, or even talk about a character like Miles Morales before. And it was not the focus of the game. I've seen many games that have talked about like dictatorships, that have talked about society, a hierarchy, monarchy, have brought up Germans and brought up Hitler and things in their art forms before, but we had never seen anything that remotely spoke to the Black community before. And that just goes to show that shift in gaming and where it is at this point. And as we have games that are filled with a lot of female lead characters, we don't have a lot of male lead characters in games anymore. When you really look at things, a lot of single player games, you don't really have a lot of male lead characters anymore. They're branching out. They're making gender neutral, making a whole lot of gaming is led by the left, and wherever the left goes, that's how gaming is gonna go. And the left is not with having a lot of mature games. You can see the people that review these games, they don't like a hard game. They want a super easy mode to where they can rush through it and just give their critique on the game. They don't want to have anything that's actually challenging. And even when you give them the things they want, like in the case of Returnal, they give you a female-led game. It's challenging. They didn't like that. They didn't like the female-led game. They didn't like the challenge of the game. They wanted an easy mode, and when it didn't go to that narrative, they wanted to talk down on it. That's the case of Returnal. So as you see, other developers are pushing in on the latter end of the development of their games, easy mode, to compensate for the reviewers that are of a left-wing leaning to appease them. Like Psychonauts 2. Psychonauts 2 is putting in an invisibility mode for these game reviewers so they can rush through the game, play it, get the story, and just mash up the mechanics in there. And they'll probably be able to bypass some of those bugs and stuff and everything. They'll probably be able to just breeze right through those in this invisibility mode and then just give their critique on the game. So you gotta come to a realization that it's not the time and the place for mature games anymore. It will be eventually. Even Call of Duty has came up to criticism for having their story modes talking about certain things in the recent times. You can't even make a fictional world having a napalm bomb dropped in this time and place. So that just goes to show that gaming is not in the area of where they want to cater to a mature audience anymore. They are watering down these games and they are putting them down to a lower level of where a broad audience can reach, as well as even the mature audience that was there before is not the mature audience that we used to know and love. We can't have that mature audience anymore. All of entertainment is going towards this area. And it will shift back, but it's going to take us as the consumers speaking up and saying that we want our art forms like how we had them before. We want our art forms to just be good art forms. We don't care what is said. We want our art forms to just be art forms. So that's what I really have to speak on that. We have a lot of stories coming out about like sexual harassment and Insomniac games and stuff. So we know that they are trying to gang up on Insomniac games. They're trying to speak down on them. But I'm speaking about the entirety of the gaming as it is at this point. It is not in the area of where they are trying to cater to the mature audience, that they are trying to cater to everyone. They're trying to cater to one side, and they think that the people that majorly play these games are on that side, and that's not the case. We like our mature games. We like our games to be games and be great things. These people that review them are not the people that speak for the entirety of the gaming industry. You can see that if you go online. You can see that so many people rebuke and dispute, and they talk and they argue with these people because their views are not what we want, and their views are not who we want speaking for us in the gaming industry. I don't care what you put in the game. If it's a great game and it has a good story that fits together, I like that game. But where we are right now, they're shoehorning so many things in that it's not a great game. Ratchet and Clank made sense. A female character added in because it's an alternate world and she's the Ratchet of that world. And it makes sense. And they even had the Easter eggs in there of the other Ratchets, the other Lombacks in the universe. It made sense to have this female character taking the lead. The Last of Us 2 made sense to have this female character taking the lead, but people didn't like it because of how they treated Joel as a character in The Last of Us 2. And that's understandable. That's understandable. They probably should have just left it as not having a sequel at all, but it is what it is. It was still a great game overall. We all have to admit that. It was still a great game overall. Everyone admits that. So it is what it is. But I'm going to see y'all on another one. I'm going to have a couple more videos coming out. I'm going to have a lot. I'm going to be pressing out a lot of videos this week. I'm going to get back to my consistency and I'm going to get that content out to you guys. And I'm going to see y'all on another one. Seemlytuber out. Peace. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share this video, like this video, and see y'all on another one.